U2, fading into the silence. Before I leave this topic, I want to bring up the work of British composer Gustav Holst. On September 29, 1918, he premiered his masterpiece, an orchestral suite called The Planets. His instructions for the performance were quite complex. The last movement is called Neptune. Pluto hadn't been discovered yet, so Neptune was the last planet then. And let's just not confuse things by Pluto's subsequent demotion to dwarf planet. That's another series of discussions. Anyway, there's a women's chorus in Neptune, and the instructions were that this chorus was to be placed in a room off to the side of the stage where it could be heard but not seen by the audience. And this room had a door. When the final bar of this performance was reached, the chorus was instructed to sing that part over and over and over again as the door between them and the audience was slowly closed. What the audience heard was a gradual fade out of the music. One more first, and I get this question all the time. Who was the first band to perform a concert online? What was the first internet concert? Now, you would think that this would be properly documented, but people have been fighting about this for a while. If you talk to the Rolling Stones, they'll say that they were the first, with a 20-minute netcast of a portion of a show at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas on November 18th, 1994. It was touted as the first major cyberspace multicast concert. Well, first major maybe, but not the first. 2 weeks earlier, a band from Seattle called Sky Cries Mary partnered with an internet company called Starwave to broadcast one of their sets online. But they weren't first either. Maybe it was a band called Death Specula. They did something online that August, some 3 months before Sky Cries Mary, but even they weren't first. It appears that the earliest documented evidence of a band playing a live set online can be dated June 24th, 1993, more than a year before Death Specula. The group was called Severe Tire Damage, and on that day they played a set on the patio of the Palo Alto Research Center, which is Xerox's research campus in California. This was a test of something called the Internet Multicast Backbone. The performance was seen by geeks and scientists around the world. The video was very choppy and the sound was awful, but it worked. They proved it could be done. It was a landmark event in broadcast entertainment. In honor of that achievement, let me give you a sample of Severe Tire Damage. This is called Carcinoma, and it's from an album called Who Cares?